appreciate that.
Let's see. Have a seat and use the mic. How you doing?
Hanging in.
Good.
What time is it?
11:56.
So what's that? 7 hours?
Yeah, almost.
So I'm 1 hour away from being a third of the way.
A third of the way.
Third of the way.
Jeez. Oh yeah, the mic. My bad.
Yeah. So we're sitting on a soccer field, man.
Man, you good?
Yeah. Yeah.
We've been watching you.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
It's going good. Good. It's really, some really unexpected stuff, some really cool stuff. Still blown away that people bringing stuff. Some mothers getting evicted. We're still bringing stuff.
Right.
Just pretty incredible stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself if people don't know?
Okay, my name is Nick Butler, the CVO, Chief Visionary Officer of the Choice Center. And we are a proud partner here at the City Center. And we're mentoring, tutoring, providing life skills for young women, young men up to the age of 25.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So go into more depth about what you guys do.
Okay. So once again, the Choice Center stands for Truly Reviving Our Youth. And we are a community-based organization. And what we want to do is provide a different outlook on life.
Yep.
Right, for our youth. And what that means is just getting them out of their 3-block radius and get them the exposure that they need.
Yeah.
Right? So they can have a different outlook on life and do something positive as opposed to negative, right?
Yeah.
And we like to say impressionable youth as
Yeah.
opposed to at-risk youth.
Yeah.
Right? Because all of our youth can use some guidance at some point, right? And so we want to be able to get them out of their, like I said, 3-block radius. Yosemite National Park is an hour and 22 minutes away,
Yeah.
and none of our kids have ever been to Save Mart Center, let alone
Yeah.
Yosemite,
Yeah.
right? And you have people flying in from different countries going to Yosemite.
Yeah.
So what the Choice Center wants to do is be able to provide that resource
Yeah.
to our students, to
Yeah.
our youth in the community,
Yeah.
and in the schools and whatnot. So,
Yeah.
being that mentor, that positive role model
Yeah.
in their lives.
Yeah. And you're also going to be helping out the kids that are here at Aspen.
100%. So
Yeah.
we're already at Aspen.
Yep. Yeah.
So we're right here at Aspen now. We provide mentoring daily, actually Monday through Thursday
Yeah.
during their lunch period, because a
Yeah.
lot of the times that's when, a lot
Yeah.
of the issues kind of rise. And what
Yeah.
we do is we come in, we not only provide the service for the students,
Yeah.
but we want to be that liaisons for the teachers as well.
Yeah.
That pressure starts building up with our teachers, and they can explode too. So
Yeah.
what we do as a Choice Center, we come into the school setting and provide that little, equilibrium, if you will, to where we're helping the student, but we're also helping the teachers as well, so they can get through the day with less issues. That's the goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yes, sir.
So talk to us about the students that you serve and kind of the issues, the struggles with, homelessness. It's really hard for youth because it just looks different than it does for adults.
Right.
But talk to us about what the experience is that the kids that you're serving, kind of what they encounter, what the difficulties they face, what's the window into their life look like?
So the window in their life, first and foremost, I would like to say that I was that kid at one point,
Okay.
right? Single parent household, things of that nature. And what we see a lot of is our kids are acting out, right? But they're actually communicating through their actions.
Yeah.
And so what we're trying to do is help them articulate that verbally as opposed to doing the negative things. So a lot of our students have, teetered with the juvenile justice system.
Yeah.
We're trying to help them stay away from that. We want
Yep.
to be proactive as opposed to reactive.
Yeah.
And at Aspen alone, I think there's a 7 to 10% homeless rate there.
Yeah.
So we want to be able to come in and give that extra support, whether it's partnering with Central California Food Bank and providing food
Yeah.
for families that need it. So,
Yeah.
hunger, transportation is a huge issue,
Yeah.
right? So, and just like I said, just flirting with that the juvenile justice system is something that we're trying to prevent and give them that different outlook on life to where they can do something different and just something positive and creative,
Yeah.
as opposed to something negative and getting them.
I think it's hard
incarcerated.
too because people don't, it's really hard. You see how quickly things can spiral.
Right.
Like it doesn't take that many logistics
Right.
to go south for that spiral to really, end up with the kid who's in a really, really bad situation.
Exactly.
Right?
It's so quick, it's like a snowball effect. It can happen like that
Yeah.
so quickly.
Yeah.
And it's like what we see is once they get in the system, it's kind of hard to get out.
Yeah.
You can get a kid in there for one offense, and then once they get out, they're on probation.
Yeah.
And if they do anything, like if they're out late, I chose to come at 12 because this is a lot of the time when a lot of our kids get into the mischief, right?
Yeah.
So if they're out past curfew and they're on probation,
Yeah.
that could be a violation. So, yeah.
Oh.
So, yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
I'm like,
got to be aware of your surroundings. That's
I'm like,
perfectly
who's walking
fine.
around? Oh,
Earlier,
it's like,
I heard you heard some gunshots, so you
Yeah.
just got to be aware of your surroundings at all times. And
Yeah.
that's a life skill
Yeah.
that we try to teach our kids.
That was
And
that was my wife. She was popping a couple off. She's trying to get me to come home. She's like, these
she's
kids-
over it.
Yeah,
she's over
like,
it.
come
She's
home,
like,
man.
yeah.
These kids are driving me crazy. So she went and popped
Right.
a couple to try and make me come home. Yeah.
But yeah, so the snowball effect can happen so quickly. And like I said, being proactive as opposed to reactive is one of our mottos for sure.
Yeah, that's totally awesome, man. Well, I'm so happy that you guys are here, here with
Man.
us, and just looking forward to it. You guys have been kind of ramping up, helping us out with some of the stuff that's happening in the Landing,
Yep.
which is our kind of hub for vulnerable youth that we kind
Yep.
of are looking to expand. And man, just the importance of, and talk for a second, just the importance of mentoring. Why is that so important?
So once again, going back to the youth that we work with,
Yeah,
a lot of the youth that we work, they're being mentored by the wrong people. And what I mean by that is, the gang life is their mentor,
yeah,
right? To where when you sit down with someone like a Choice Center mentor or credible messenger, you can get that positive outlook on life,
Yeah.
right? Where we can, teach you how to get the things you need and give you that sense of like support and stability and love. Because a lot of our young men and women that are, looking at the gang life, it's a like camaraderie for them. It's
Yeah.
a sense of love for them, right? So where a positive mentor comes in, which is the Choice Center, we come in and show them a different outlook, right? And a different approach, right, to the same problem that they're facing when they go to the neighborhood or whatnot, right? We can give them different alternatives to get through that problem they're facing. So mentoring is extremely important in that matter, from a positive standpoint. And so when we come in to show that, it's just a different outlook. And one of the main things that we try to do is build rapport first, right? If you come in and try to, preach before that rapport, a positive rapport is built, a lot of the times it goes in one ear and out the other.
Yeah.
So establishing that trust and then coming in with that love and support is something that we really hold dear to our hearts when we
Yeah.
work with our youth and when we're mentoring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And Francisco, who is here from CASA, it's funny how many organizations that work similar populations and all say the same thing. It really is. There's no substitute for healthy relationships.
Exactly.
Healthy, lasting, relationships.
100%.
Yeah. It's
100%.
crazy, man.
Trying to provide that. But
Yeah.
before I go,
Yeah.
my son was looking at this and I told him I would ask you. He wants to know, how do you plan on staying up for 24 hours?
I did not know because it's not 24 hours. Because it's not 24 hours because I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning, just like my normal routine.
Right.
So it's not staying for 24 hours. It's like staying for 30 hours.
Right.
30 hours.
The
Or,
preparation
yeah,
prior
because I
to-
was trying to think I got up this morning at my normal time, like 5:30,
Mhm.
and so at 5 p.m. tomorrow will be 36 hours, right? So like at 3 o'clock, I'll be, my mind is already starting to go. So at 3 o'clock tomorrow, I'll be at 34 hours up,
Jeez.
right? Yeah,
Right.
34 hours. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see.
Right.
A lot of there probably have to be some of these like energy drinks people keep dropping off, and they'll probably have a heart attack at some point because my
Man.
Yeah.
No, you'll be all right.
Yeah.
You'll be all right.
Yeah.
I've been sitting here
We'll
for
see.
like 5 minutes, just so you know. My hands are freezing.
Oh, it is.
Like,
Yeah.
right now.
It's weird. It kind of comes in waves. Like it'll come and like, oh my god, it's like dropping temperature. I'm like, oh, it's not so bad. And then it's almost like comes in waves. So
Right.
yeah, it's like when I went into this, people are like, you know, like what is making you nervous? I'm like, you know, I was an attorney and I used to sit in rooms and ask people questions for 8 hours, and you were just on. And man, I remember at the end of those, I was exhausted.
Exhausted.
And I'm so like, coming tomorrow, I'm gonna be like, oh my god, like after tomorrow, and tomorrow's like a packed day of, you know, interviews. So a lot of like local politicians are coming, and you know,
You got it.
the another thing. So yeah, it'll be interesting. So yeah,
Yes, sir.
we'll get through it. So I like
Okay.
tests of endurance. So yeah,
You got it.
but thanks for coming down, man.
I appreciate
Tell
you, and I'll
yourself
get you
hello.
one of those hats for sure.
Appreciate it, man. I'm on it.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Thank
you,
you.
man. Appreciate it.